going to show you guys how to make this low-carb and gluten-free broccoli cheddar egg bake with turkey bacon. You're going to start by chopping up 1 onion and a head of broccoli and start to cook 5 slices of turkey bacon. Then in a mixing bowl, combine 8 eggs, half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, some pepper, and half a cup of shredded cheddar cheese. You're going to mix all of this together and then set aside. Then you're going to go back to the bacon, take it out of the pan once it's done cooking, and chop up into little bite-sized pieces. Then add 1 tablespoon of olive oil to the same pan with the broccoli and onion. Saute for 5 to 10 minutes until soft, and transfer to a large greased baking dish. Also add in the turkey bacon and mix around, and pour the egg mixture on top. You can also add some extra shredded cheese here and some more salt and pepper if you would like. Bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, let cool, and cut into squares. This recipe is perfect to heat up on a busy morning.
Start with onions, garlic, avocado oil, broccoli, bok choy, and mushrooms in a wok, but you can also use a regular pan if you don't have one on high heat. Then I take about 4 ounces of tofu, extra firm, put avocado oil and garlic salt on it, put it in air fryer for 10 minutes on 350. Then I take leftover rice, always leftover rice, and rice cauliflower stir fry from Trader Joe's, put it in the wok, add in a tablespoon of coconut aminos, a tablespoon of oyster sauce, a bunch of these red chili pepper flakes because I like my food spicy, and some umami seasoning from Trader Joe's. And then I also sometimes will add a fried egg on top, put everything together, and top with sriracha, and that's it.
Cinnamon roll single serve baked oatmeal with a maple cream cheese frosting. This literally tastes like a cinnamon roll and is pretty healthy for you too. It's also easy to make. So first you're going to start by combining half a cup of oats, a spoonful of vanilla protein powder, and a bunch of cinnamon, and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix everything together. Then add in half a cup of almond milk or the milk of your choice, a splash of vanilla extract and pure maple syrup, and a pinch of salt. I forgot the pinch of salt, but I would recommend adding it. Then you're going to transfer it to a small baking dish and bake at 400. You're going to sprinkle with more cinnamon and some coconut sugar. If you don't have coconut sugar, just use whatever sugar you have. Then bake at 400 degrees for 20 minutes, and while it's baking, you can make the cream cheese frosting. It is literally just a spoonful of cream cheese and some maple syrup, and you can use whatever ratio of the two that tastes good to you. Then put that on top of the oatmeal, sprinkle with more cinnamon, and enjoy. It literally tastes like a cinnamon roll, of course with a little oatmeal flavor. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Bye! Healthy chocolate caramel cookie cups. These are grain-free, gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free, but you would literally never be able to tell, and I think they're like the best cookie recipe I've ever made. So first you're going to start by combining some almond butter, an egg, applesauce, and some vanilla extract. Then you are going to add in some coconut sugar, almond flour, baking powder, and salt. Mix that all together and then roll into about like 1 to 2 tablespoon sized balls, and then you're going to bake them in a muffin tin. And then once they come out, you're going to make into the cookie cup form that you can just do with your fingers, but watch out that you don't burn yourself. Then you can work on the coconut milk caramel sauce. And then you fill each cookie cup with the caramel sauce, and then you melt down your chocolate so it forms like this chocolate ganache, and it is super good. And then you just put the chocolate sauce on top of the caramel, and yeah, they are so good.
So this is less of a recipe and I guess more meal inspiration. I never follow a recipe for this. It's just kind of something I thought up and I've made a bunch of times and we all love it. The other night I, for the first time in 2 years, ordered Chinese food, like from a restaurant, and it did not agree with me. I was more bloated than I think I've ever been. I don't like to call food bad or good, but I like to really pay attention to how my body reacts to certain foods, and my body did not react well to regular Chinese food. But I do miss things like stir fries and other Asian inspired dishes, and this is kind of my go-to. So my body likes this one a lot more. Yum!
There's Slutty Brownies, and then there's Genius Brownie Brittle. It's called Genius Brownie Brittle because it's so healthy, and the person who came up with it is a genius. I came up with it when I was making something else. You just mix all your wet and dry ingredients together with whatever mix-ins you like, then press it on parchment and bake it twice. Once it's cooled off, you'll have the most crunchy, delicious, chocolatey treat that you can feel great about. Full recipe on my Instagram.
You have got to stop buying granola from the store because this crunchy, crispy cinnamon granola is going to change your life. You take 3 cups of rolled oats, 1 cup of chopped almonds, chop it up real good, pop it in the same bowl, add 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of flax meal, 2 tablespoons of coconut sugar or whatever sugar you want, and add some cinnamon, and you're going to mix it all up. Oh, I totally forgot to add salt, so you can add it in there to taste. And because I'm feeling the fall vibes, add some allspice. Then you're going to take some coconut oil, Pop it into the microwave for 20 seconds if it's not liquid already, and pour it into the mix. And pro tip, if you use the same measuring cup for honey and oil, use the oil first and all the honey will come slipping right out of the bowl, none wasted. Thanks, Asian Mama Tips. More spices because we could all use a little more spice in our life. Spread it out onto a baking tray and pop it into the oven for 24 minutes. Result is crispy, crunchy granola. Make sure you let it cool before breaking it up. Sorry in advance because this stuff is crazy addictive. Enjoy!